Congressman, I talked to a few people that voted for it last night that actually reached out and called me in Congress. Now I can tell you who they were, explaining their vote, but all of them telling me that the real fight now is going to come in appropriations. Of course, we've been burned so many times. It's just tough to believe that, it's always the next fight where we're going to take a stand, not the current one. But can you walk our audience through what could actually get done now in appropriations and the timeline for that, sir?
You got 12 appropriation bills. That's where they follow the budget, which we were supposed to have based on 22 levels, which was far more conservative. What passed is basically, other than defense and non-defense discretionary, they got a free limit, free amount that appropriators can dole out. What leadership has got to do is bear down on every committee and every appropriations committee of the 12 and show us up front what they're going to be advocating for. And it's going to take severe cuts. Now, if it's a bait and switch operation, which is what we had on this bill, we're going to fight it, and we're going to be involved at every level. We've got 4 conservatives now on the appropriations, which is a miracle. We've got 3 conservatives on the Rules Committee, which is a miracle in and of itself. We voted against this bill in the Rules Committee, but the bottom line, the next big test comes on the appropriation numbers that you see out, and we're going to highlight every one of them that is insanity, and it's going to be a fight because the appropriators there last year are still there now, other than our Republicans. Michael Cloud will do a great job. Andy Harris will do a great job. They're true conservatives. Ben Klein, Andrew Clyde from Georgia. He's not scared to call a spade and to fight. So it's due before September 1. The numbers are, and if we're just going to have severe cuts, and if they're not willing to do it, we're going to highlight it. And I don't care what people said, John, about why they voted it. No Republican on this past bill. No Republican should have voted for this bill. You don't do this on one issue, letting this president have keys to the Treasury at whatever he wants to raise the debt ceiling. So I will say we've got opportunities still, but if the outcome is that same outcome we had on this bill, it's going to be a tremendous gnashing of teeth and a loud cry from the 71 of us who said we're not going to do this.
Well, you understand the frustration of your base out there outside the Beltway. People like myself, my family, and my friends, we did all this work for you guys. I did a bus tour for a month and a half to help you guys win all over key districts, away from my family, spent a fortune, and this is what we get. And so now, McCarthy's going to have to come back to us again and ask for help, money, door knockers, this, that, phone calls. And the question becomes, what's the difference, right? Because we gave you an opportunity, you did nothing with it. Now you're going to tell me it's the fights in these 12 appropriations. Well, every time there's a fight, they don't follow through, and then they say, well, it's the next fight we're going to do it. And of course that one comes. I mean, you get a cave in the appropriations, and then they'll tell you, well, the real fight is 24 when we have the 3 branches of government back, God willing. So this stuff just never ends. And yet they keep coming back to the well, and eventually, Congressman, the well runs dry.
Well, the well is dry. And if you're right, they keep saying, we always want to cut, but let's do it tomorrow. Or, well, the Senate won't pass it. Well, we're not in the Senate. I don't care about what the Senate does. I have no control over the Senate other than my voice. And all of us are going to have to let our voices be heard. And, to be honest with you, 71 who had the courage to vote no were really more than I thought. Basically 32% of the caucus. It's going to grow. If they do another bait and switch, then we're going to be loud and do what we can. But to be honest with you, I'm encouraged. People have got a front row seat as to how Washington works, which is broken. But I'm tired of candidates, promising one thing when they run for office they're true conservatives in their minds, and then, do a bait and switch on us. And a lot of them did. It shouldn't have been the numbers we had. It should have never come out of committee. 149 should not have said yes to this. And again, the telling number is 149 Republicans, and it took more Democrats that liked this bill, and there's a reason for it. They got everything they wanted. And I'm sick and tired of it.